What's good, black people?
We present to you Arome Productions.
Today we are going to be discussing the divine masculine. Yes, we are going in on it. Yes, we are going in on it again. So today we are going to be discussing 5 quick ways in which you can increase your masculinity. This is for the men out here. We are going to discover 5 different ways that you can increase your masculine traits or tap in more into your divine masculine. These particular tips are 5 simple ways. You don't really have to do much, right? Just take the next step. You know what I'm saying? These are 5 different ways in which you can improve and increase on your masculine traits. Now, first and foremost, let me just emphasize that this is all subjective. All right, so how I see in terms of being a masculine man might be different from other people or other civilizations or other cultures. But in this video, we are going to be discussing 5 different ways from my perspective on how you can increase your masculinity.
All right, I get it!
And when you do these 5 things, I'm pretty sure there are going to be women around you that are going to notice a difference. So, let's get into it. Number 1, challenge yourself. Everybody goes through challenges, ups and downs, their trials and tribulations. It is for you as a man in which you are to be able to challenge yourself and to bring yourself to the next level. If you're out of shape, challenge yourself to go to the gym, get a gym membership, and work out at least 2 to 3 times per week. If you can't do 2 to 3 times per week, find time. I'm not going to say lesser days. Find the time to do it. All right, whether it's on the weekends or on the weekdays, I recommend 5 days per week, Monday through Friday, and have Saturday and Sunday to rest in whatever that you may do, cheat day, whatever, cheat day. Just find ways. The minimum is 3 days per week. Find time to work out. All right, find time to get your body in shape and to build yourself up. All right, challenge yourself. With working out. If not working out, find an activity that you can do. Sports, kung fu, martial arts, jiu-jitsu, whatever the case may be. Find particular ways in which you can get in shape and get active. Challenge yourself physically. Now, a way you can challenge yourself mentally, read a book every day. You don't have to read the whole book every day, but read a couple of, start off with a couple of pages. Start off with reading chapters. You know what I'm saying? Read a chapter or 2 chapters per day. Find articles, find different things in which you can give insight to yourself, get more knowledge on things in which you can become more intelligent upon topics. You know what I'm saying? Find ways in which you can build yourself up and challenge yourself mentally, spiritually. Meditate, brainstorm, study and discover more things about yourself and your inner self. So these are ways that you can challenge yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Also, you can learn some new skills, learn how to draw, learn how to write. You can study all different type of topics and things that you can do in order to challenge yourself. Wake up earlier in the morning so that you can actually have a good start off in your day, and whatever it is, breakfast and working out early in the morning is actually very healthy and very great for you, and it builds your mind and your mental process as well. Number 2, choose something and stick to it. Now, this concerns picking a major, picking your purpose or your will in life. Whatever the case may be, if you decide to do something, or you decide to say something, or it could be something as simple as food. When a woman asks you, where are we going to eat? What would you like to eat? Instantly, you should have an answer. Now, some people, they're like, well, I don't know if I want to pick this place or that place. Women don't like indecisive men. If they want to choose a Netflix show, should we watch this show or that show? Instantly, you should choose which show that you want to choose that then there on the spot. They don't have time for you going through Jeopardy for 2 to 3 minutes on whether or not you want to watch this show or that show. Instantly, okay, we're going to watch this show and then we can watch that show. We're going to watch these couple episodes, then we're going to watch these other couple episodes. Women love that. Women love men that can lead. Women love men that have this computer process going on in their head where they know how to put things together, 2 and 2 together. They know how to give direction and instruction. So for you, number 2, learn to be more decisive. Learn to choose something and stick to it. Whether it's something as simple as food or choosing a show to watch, going all the way up to what do you choose to do throughout your day, what you choose to do with your life, your purpose, your will, whatever the case may be. This is one of the key purposes on how you can increase your masculine, stepping into your divine masculinity, and other people will notice this as well, of how sharp you are when it comes to decisions, how sharp you are and how wise you are when it comes to decisions as well. Number 3, become self-reliant. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to cast everybody aside and you don't ask for help, you don't seek anybody else's advice, whatever the case may be. It is always good to reflect upon yourself and also get input or feedback from other people as well. But just because that you get input and feedback from other people does not mean that you necessarily or entirely depend upon or lean upon everything and anything that people have to say, especially if it's negative feedback. You should not, based upon your character and who you are, based upon what other people say. This is where you are supposed to have a we're gonna say a like mind. You know, have your mind open enough to where you can receive feedback and know that, okay, this is what I really need to work on, this is what I don't need to work on, and then you can decipher. Also have a mindset in which you can decipher between the good and the bad, what you need to clean up and what needs to stay in place. Becoming self-reliant also requires you to build your own. So, you know, build a content page, build a channel, build something for yourself, a platform, whether it's on social media or out and about, to where you can become self-reliant, to where you can make money or make connections with yourself so that you can better yourself successfully. Also, when it comes to emotions, depend upon yourself to make yourself feel better. Depend upon yourself to make yourself feel how you feel today. Don't depend on external things entirely to make yourself feel better. Now, I'm not saying that you should immediately cast away, or I'm not going to watch this show or that show because of external things. Don't overthink this. What I mean by this is that you shouldn't depend upon other people to make you feel better about yourself. That's where you become self-reliant. You are supposed to be the one that makes yourself feel better. You are your number one motivator and inspirator. That doesn't mean you can't be inspired by other people and other things or whatever the case may be, but know that you are the centerpiece of your life. Everything concerning success and failure is all on you. Now, number 4 kind of goes back to number 2, but number 4 is stand your ground. When it concerns your stance on life, your point of view on life, if you say something that somebody disagrees with, it is your obligation as a man for you to stand your ground on what you see and how you see it. Now, when it concerns you debating upon another perspective, as long as it's respectful, always be sharp with how you see things. Always understand that when you have a point of view or whatever the particular argument may be, always understand that if you cannot critique your viewpoints or however you see something, people are going to have less respect for you. People will think that you're just saying stuff just to say stuff in order for you to get across people's minds or whatever the case may be. So when it concerns you having a different viewpoint or perspective on things, always be prepared to have answers. If you do not have the answers, then you shouldn't be talking at all. So, for an example, for me, I have a particular platform where a lot of religious people might have issues, and they might have questions in which they are curious upon things. So if somebody asks me, how do you see demonology and how do you see Satanism, or what is your perspective upon magic? If I don't have the answers to that, I shouldn't be trying to inform other people about these topics as well. If it concerns me, let's just say that that I'm teaching people how to use guns, and people are like, well, what's the best gun that you think I should get? Or what type of bullets should I use? Or how do I use the safety and not use the safety? Just simple questions. If you can't or answer the simple questions upon your particular expertise or whatever you're trying to get across, you shouldn't be saying anything at all. If it concerns you just having a basic argument about wrestling or sports or whatever the case may be, politics even, if you cannot stand your ground upon a subject and somebody willingly wants to have a debate with you, if you are willing to get into that debate, then you best know how to critique yourself. Otherwise, you're going to catch an L. Just so you know, women love when a man stands his ground. When you're having a conversation or an argument with a woman and you stand your ground on how you see things, or you stand your ground in a particular argument, and I'm not going to go back and forth with you, or we're going to change the subject, or I'm not going to keep having this with you. When you stand your ground on an argument, or even more so, when you upper hand the argument, and she just knows that she can't combat what you're saying, it turns her on subconsciously. It turns her on subconsciously. Women do love when a man can stand his ground, because it shows that he's not a pushover. It shows that he can actually stand up for himself and for her as well if they were to get in a particular predicament. Women love that. They love that protective energy that a man can bring. Last but not least, number 5. What was it again? Create something for yourself. All right. This goes back to number 3, I believe. Yeah, this goes back to number 3. Create something for yourself. Us as men, we are to be builders. We are masculine. All right. The divine masculine is all about being the divine architect. All right. The molder of civilizations, the builder of civilizations. We are the one that have established and build civilizations upon civilizations and orders upon orders. So for us to walk into our divine masculine, it is our duty for us to build something of our own that can benefit us. A platform, a business, whatever the case may be. If it's even making music, have something that you can produce and that you can make for yourself in which you are profiting off of it. It could go something so far as to making art and so on and so forth. But have something, that you're building. Even if you're not particularly profiting off of it, always be consistent in the work that you do so that you can eventually profit off of it. For me, I was doing YouTube for almost 2 years before I got monetized and started making some valuable income from it. For me, I had to build up my platforms. I have about 4 to 5 different platforms. I had to build those up over time, over the years, in order for me to develop income from those platforms as well. So for you as a man, it is your duty for you to be consistent and for you to also put in your best work when being productive with the content that you put out there. Because people are watching. And if you're not putting out valuable content that they can profit off of, that they can share for the people, or that they can benefit from personally, they're going to scroll. They're not going to share it. They might share it, particularly because they're your friend or they support you, whatever the case is. But if they don't profit off of what you're saying, you're not going to go far. So you have to find content, you have to find something that people can actually profit off of. Build a personality for yourself, a persona for yourself. Build a brand, a logo for yourself that you can push and that people can actually be inspired from and that people will actually like. That is how you create your own. Hopefully you got something out of these 5 particular things concerning how to increase your masculine traits. If this video does good, again, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But if this video does good, you know what I'm saying, if the likes are good, if I'm getting good feedback in the comment section, I'll do a part 2. So I'll find another 5 things that men should do in terms of how to increase their masculine traits, or how to walk into their divine masculine energy. But until next time, I'm Tyrone. Thank you for watching this video. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video with other people. Comment and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm Tyrone, and I am out.
Something about the fragrance. They help me with my patience, baby. You say you need